My name is Andrew Nadine and I'm running for Leander City Council Place 5 in the May 2025 elections. I'm making this video to introduce myself to you, the voter, and give you a little bit of background information about me, as well as tell you why I'm running. As a candidate for Leander City Council, I'm committed to first and foremost representing you. We can do this by leaning into a collaborative approach, working hand in hand with residents, educators, businesses, and community organizations. As a community working together, we can develop and implement thoughtful, long-term plans that balance sustainable growth with preserving the unique character of our city. My promise to you is to work hard towards a transparent environment where every voice is heard and every decision is guided by a vision for a prosperous and resilient future for Leander. Let me share a little bit about my personal history. I was born and raised here in the great state of Texas, originally from El Paso, and I eventually made my way to East Texas and the greater Houston area. That's where I met my wife Chris Ann, and we raised our family. After about 27 years, the kids had flown the coop and we found ourselves as empty nesters. We had an opportunity to move to Central Texas and thought it would be a good idea for the two of us to get a little bit of a change of scenery. Now, one of the stories that I like to tell about that move is that when I first got to Leander, there was an election cycle underway. And I thought it was very interesting to be able to see that, as I had basically spent the last 20 some odd years in Houston, you really didn't get that same feel. So I was able to see what was going on in the city of Leander and start to know some of the people who were involved in the decision making. And I thought that I could make my voice part of that conversation. So I was very intentional in volunteering for boards and commissions to better understand exactly some of the mechanics going on in the city. And now after 7 years, I've decided to make my voice heard, not only on the dais, but also as a representative for you. You may know me from the podcast Lean in Leander, which I've produced over the past 4 years here in Leander, Texas. It's a hyper-local focus, and what we try to do is highlight the people, the places, and the things in Leander that we find interesting and that feel that the community might find interesting as well. And part of that has been a series called Vote in Leander. Originally, Vote in Leander was meant to focus on the lack of voter enthusiasm in municipal elections, and it kind of morphed into candidate interviews. I'm very proud to say I've had the opportunity to speak with almost every candidate in the last 3 cycles about who they are and why they're running. Now, I do intend to continue the Vote in Leander series. I actually have a guest host that will be taking place because I myself am a candidate and felt that would be appropriate. So I hope you continue to check out the podcast, as it's going to give you some insight into those candidates, among them myself. I look forward to meeting you at the various forums and events that will take place from here until May 3rd. Some of them are going to be with all the other candidates, and some of them might just be me. But I definitely look forward to the opportunity to have the conversation with you and understand what's important to you in the city of Leander. I think communication, collaboration, and community are probably the most important things that we can talk about on the election trail. So I certainly hope you'll join me. If you're looking for information on my candidacy, you can find that at votenadine.com. That's votenaudin.com. I look forward to seeing you out there, and I hope to earn your vote.